I'm driving around
charged with this gun.
Yeah. He called me, I said, I can guarantee. He said it on the tailgate, on the hood, something, and it fell
I'd
off.
like to go to Hawaii.
It was on the bag.
I said, the worst thing you gotta worry about, I think, right now is finding your son.
Everybody tells me shoot.
TV makes it.
And then the thing is,
That's why. Yeah. I had a buddy that,
player,
he was a few years ahead of me in high school. He moved over
they're
there.
called
He lived there for about 12 years. Painted houses for a living. And he came
I
back
didn't
and
know
he
you
said,
carry so much. I said, what do
he
you
said it doesn't take you long to feel trapped. Literally, it's like a prison, there's nowhere you can go. It's just a
Can't, I guess the island.
So I go there and it's
Far apart, the boat can't get, go do it.
I wonder,
ain't nothing I can do with this. And I was sitting in the truck and my nephew called me.
You got it.
Gas was
As long as I was in the truck,
At 6 o'clock, I'd like to bring the meeting to order, please. I'd like to start with roll call, please.
Trevor,
Here,
Sukenbach,
Here.
Donaldson,
Here.
Weirs,
here,
and Pitt.
Very good. If everybody would stand, please, face the flag. Mr. Supemont, would lead us in pledge allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Weirs, would you say a prayer for the council and for the community, please?
dear Lord, please be with this community in this time of tragedy, with the family and friends of those involved, with our first responders who became very involved, and help guide them through this time. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Okay. I'd like to start with all the employees that are in this room tonight. They're for the city to come to the front of the room and stand right here. Every employee works for the city.
Hey, how's it been being back to work?
These are not all of our employees. These are probably less than half of the staff. Mr. Suppenbach, I'd like you to stand with this group, please. Thank you very much. I'd like you to go from left to right, your name and your title with the city, please.
Jade Ward, Fire Department.
Lewis Sear, Fire Department.
Mindy Sear, City Clerk,
Paige,
Fire Department.
Paige Muller, Codes Clerk.
Lisa Court Clerk.
Lisa V. Kraft, Administrative Assistant.
Lance Williams, Building Inspector and Fire Department.
Robert Suppenbach, Fire Department, City Council President.
Matthew Kazmaka, Building Inspector.
Corey Mearson, Public Safety.
Dustin B. Kraft, Fire.
Very good. I would like you to take a look at these people and take value to every one of them. As I would like you to recognize and thank everyone who works for the city. As you can see, the same people have multiple titles. From full-time to, we call them volunteers, but once they're called on a fire, you're no longer a volunteer, you're a firefighter. These are the very people we rely on, day in and day out. They're there when we need them the least, and they can be there when we need them the most. Everyone in this room, at the front of this room, has a success story. I could give examples all evening long, but you all have success stories and how you've helped and how you've benefited our community. I would like to say that I have the utmost respect for every one of you and would also like you to know how very proud I am of every one of you for what you do for this community, and the people you do it for, they know who you are. They have very tough jobs, from dealing with the disgruntled people to dealing with real emergencies. Working for the government can often be thankless, and we should never forget the families of the first responders, as they have to worry when their loved ones leave the house for emergencies, and they have to worry often enough about your own families and your own health. These are our loved ones. I would like for this community to come together and recognize the fact that we all should be family. Regardless of the politics, regardless that we're government employees, I respect you. I love you guys, and thank you for everything that you can do. And as far as I'm concerned, you guys are our heroes. Thank you very much for taking time to come to the meeting, guys. Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, me and her need to be
move to the first item. Oh, for a second, anybody that needs to dismiss themselves, you have plans or anything, you don't have to sit through the entire meeting. Thank you very much. First thing on the agenda is approval of the minutes.
Motion to approve the September 8th council meeting minutes as presented.
I'll second.
Any conversation? All in favor?
Aye. Motion to approve the meeting minutes for the budget hearing, September 8th, 2025. As presented.
I'll second.
Conversation? All in favor?
Aye.
Clerk's report.
Total vouchers this month were $476,550.68 because the fire truck was in there. So that account is, that money's been taken out, so, and it came out of the police, or the public reserve fund. I moved all my stuff around. Total income was $614,280.67. Again, the money was put in for that fire truck, so. Anybody have any questions on? Clerk?
Motion to approve the vouchers in the amount of $476,550.68.
I'll second.
Conversation. All in favor?
Aye.
Good. Sewer report. Any questions regarding the sewer report, council?
What are they thinking about breaking ground on the lagoon?
Actually, what we're gonna do here is we have B&G in-house tonight that is gonna give us an update and a report, so everybody doesn't have to count on my word. Okay, so, any questions regarding the sewer report? Codes Department. Nuisance report. Any conversation regarding the nuisance report? Very good. Building report. One of the things that I would like to bring to the attention based on the building report, and again, as we talk about success stories, is we have reduced the aged reports from 2022 to 2025 to less than 100, which is first time we've been able to do that. So, you know, that attributes to the work that gets done. So thank you very much. Public safety, police department.
You don't have any questions about it? I do have one thing, actually two things. We need to surplus the 2017 Ford Explorer police car and the 1998 fire truck. So I don't know if the council wants to just do sealed bids on those, or if we'd rather put those on Purple Wave where they'll get more view time. And you might be able to get more money out of them if we put them on Purple Wave. I guess I need permission to surplus those items though, so we can get rid of them.
Council will have to approve that. It's just a matter of how you want to, if you want to direct Corey to do it, or you just want to allow Corey to sell them. One option is to seal bids, which one's a police car. So, you know what, I don't know that we want to put it, do we actually want to try to sell it in the condition it's in, or?
Yeah, you just list it as is.
Okay. What's your recommendation? Go to Purple Wave?
I would probably list Purple Wave just because you get more eyes on it. You got a better chance on maybe getting a little more money out of it. Sealed
Okay.
bid, you're gonna be limited to whatever locally sees it.
Then I would move to approve for Corey Merson to put the, what year is it?
1998 fire truck.
The 1998 fire truck and the
2017.
2017 Ford police car out on Purple Wave for surplus.
I second that.
Conversation? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
We've pulled most of the equipment out of those. There's still a few things to take off of them yet, but they'll be basically sold, stripped down. There won't be any fire apparatus
Okay.
equipment or any of that type of stuff like that. So.
Okay. Any other questions? Very good. Fire department. Any questions regarding the fire department report? Okay. We've gotten city business out of the way. Let's move to projects. I'd like to start with B&G, if you would. Step up podium, and Aaron, the people who don't know this gentleman, it's Aaron Castro with B&G, and he's here to give us an update on the water and the lagoon expansion project.
You got it. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for having us. So a real quick update on the water project. I'm sure everybody's seen progress happening. I know it gets frustrating when there's roads shut down or work happening. So the project's kind of split up on the contract side in kind of two parts. Main part was getting the transmission main from Lacine, everything out to the water tower, calling that kind of the first part. And the second part is all the water lines then that are going to be spread out throughout town. So on the first piece, transmission main, booster station, fill station, as of the end of September, on the pay app 4, we're looking at about, the contracts are at about 67% complete. So you'll see, I think on the agenda is pay app 3 and pay app 4 from the contractor. That would show that 67% pay request. Got some details on here. I'll just kind of say them real quick. Just the pay app 4 was an additional about 4,000 linear feet of 8-inch transmission main that was installed in September, 23 valves, 3 fire hydrants. They've made the connection to Lacine's water line. There's work on the booster station that's underway. The center block walls are up. They're getting the roof on. The gravel access road at the fill station is under construction. They've got the fill station equipment in there getting ready to get set. So we're seeing quite a bit of progress. On the other piece, which is the piece in the community, we're about 15% complete. So that piece is the piece that's going to take the longest stretch of time. It's the most water line on the rest of the job, but we're sitting about 15%. Basically, every month when you see a pay app come through, you'll see kind of the percentages on there, and I'll share them. I share them with Mindy, but that's kind of the progress that we're looking at. So everything's moving right along on the water line project. Have some news on the, John, I know you were asking about the sewer, the lagoon project. We got notice from the USDA on September 30th that the project was authorized to bid. So the project has been out to bid. It's on Drexel. We've got the plans over here, the project manual. It's now in the process of waiting on bids. We've got a pre-bid meeting scheduled to be here on October 22nd, and then we're scheduled to open bids on November 5th. So what you can expect is at the November meeting, we'll be back here with a summary of the bids that we received and a recommendation for the city to move forward with contracting the low bid qualified contractor on that project. So once that's done, we'll get a contractor schedule in place, and we'll have, I think you were asking when are they expected to break ground. So we'll know more at the next meeting, but the hope is potentially before the end of the year, if not early into 2026, and started on that project. See if I had any other notes. I think that was it as far as the update, unless anyone has any questions.
Council, any questions? Okay,
Great.
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
You want to take this executive session?
So I'd like to make a motion to move to a legal contractual executive session for 15 minutes to return at 6:30 PM.
All in favor?
Was it 6:30?
Executive session. Okay, returning from an executive session, Michael will be in a minute, no action taken. Okay, Mindy, we have a, payment, requisition number 4.
This one actually has 2 months worth of Hettinger. August, he didn't get it, or we didn't get it till after the meeting, so that's why it's so high.
I have 2.
Yeah, there's
right?
2.
So add the
You've
totals
already
of both
wrote-
of them together?
And a BG. Do you have this sheet?
That's the total number?
Yep.
Okay. Motion to approve requisition number 4 in the amount of $1,712,881.88 for B&G Consulting and Hettinger Excavating Services.
I'll second.
Conversation. I'd like to add to it, just a reminder that, that does maintain to be, 60% of the, system from Lacing to here, so,
And that's all coming out of the project funds, not out of our budget.
correct. Thank you. Second, conversation, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. Old business. Would like to,
I would motion that we move to a 10-minute executive session for a non-elected employee, return at 6:45 PM.
Second.
in favor?
Aye.
Oh, yes, happier, much better.
Council returned from executive session, bring the meeting back to order, no action taken. Let's move to Resolution 142, Employee Handbook Amendment. Mindy?
I was looking over the handbook and I noticed on section 7C4 with vacation, we usually pay out every year for that they can't use. And we're probably gonna end up doing that again. But the handbook says no, so I wanna change it, the resolution, so that yes, anybody that can't use their vacation will be paid out probably December. Right now, the police with their shifts and whatnot, they're having a hard time. I think you said you could take off the rest of the year and still have vacation left?
Yeah, and the problem becomes, of course, we've got a couple part-time guys, they've got full-time jobs, so getting them to be able to come in and work those shifts for us is, the few times we've had them scheduled, some of them came up with the other, they work the sheriff's office, so they get called in, work down there.
So, we change
Yeah,
the
we're kind
handbook
of
and we don't have to worry about it.
With the police department, we're at the point of use it or lose it, but we're a little different than some of the other departments, just in the fact that if Brett wants to get vacation, fine, you pay him for his vacation, but I gotta pay somebody to come in and work his shifts, whereas, you know, at the office, somebody leaves for a week, might have somebody helping out and filling in, but really not. Six one half dozen another for us, but
No less time than another guy.
I have actually not been looking very hard. Thought I'd wait till after the first of the year.
The reason that comes behind this is Kansas first is an at-will state. That means when Kansas employers can fire employees and not have an obligated reason. Okay, it's an at-will state. The other part of it is the right to work state. Right to work the state, if an event an employer fires an employee, are obligated to pay him the retention of earned PTO or vacation time. So that would be the purpose of amending this ordinance.
All right. I would make a motion to adopt resolution number 142, governing body of the city of Linn Valley, making the following changes to the employee handbook of the city of Linn Valley. Whereas the employee manual was established in May 2025 and made effective immediately, and whereas overtime necessary changes are required to clarify guidelines and reflect changes that have occurred in the recruitment, retention, and ongoing compensation of employees, now therefore be it resolved, the governing body of City of Linn Valley, that we are going to update Section 1. The governing body hereby amends Chapter 7, Section C, Paragraph 4 to read as follows. Vacation will be considered time earned. If an employee is unable to use earned vacation, they will receive payment for the hours above the carryover hours as described in Section C7C3 on the last pay period for that year. Employees that leave employment either voluntarily or involuntarily, vacation hours will be added to their final paycheck. I'll second it.
Conversation, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, council. Cereal malt beverage license, TC Lake Shop. Mindy?
This is their yearly, on premises, off premises cereal malt beverage. They will be applying for a liquor license to sell wine, but I have to do a little more research into that. So let's take care of this one first.
So we just want to do it all as one,
No, you can only do the cereal malt license.
We're only doing
for-
cereal malt.
but there's on premise, off premise. Do we want to do both as one
Sure.
motion, or do you need separate motions for each?
I would think you can do them as one.
Okay. I would move to approve the on-premises and off-premises cereal malt beverage licenses for the TC's Lake Shop in Linn Valley.
Conversation? All in favor?
Aye.
The next one? You get them together?
That was both of them.
Okay.
Did both of them together.
New business. Council has any new business? Very good. Citizen participation. Very good. Motion to adjourn.
I would make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn. Robert, thank you very much. It was a good meeting. Nice
Ravioli
job,
menu.
dude.